All right, shalom and good evening, boys. Here, well, I'm here with Deck's Appliance Repair by the Santee Deck. We're going to be chilling this evening, relaxing, enjoying some mojitos, enjoying dinner, which we're waiting on now. So we're just going to be kicking it tonight. We're going to be doing a lot more of these streams because it's so important to see brothers working together. It's so important to see brothers that's out here that's getting after it and providing for our families and producing and getting results. And we're just excited about sharing these experiences with you folks out here, and we're going to get after it. We're waiting for our food now. We put some brisket on the grill. In addition to the brisket, we went ahead and got some chicken and stuff. Here we go. Here's our food. Which one? There we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? We got some brisket. We got some mac and cheese. We got some chicken. All on the grill, all nice and organic. And I'll tell you, man, it's a good, beautiful thing.
Looking good.
Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. There's that Sabbath dinner right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe people out there, they ain't eating like that. I ain't even get a chance to finish my salad.
Oh, yeah. This is on point. This is on point right here.
On point? Yeah, you can use that. Well, get that off. As a matter of fact, get that stuff off that table. Here. Get the mojito over there. This is my drink right here. Oh, bear with us. We're not professional YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? We just brothers that's just blessed with the labor of our hands that just get the job done. You know what I'm saying? Huh? That's who we are.
That's right.
But we're just gonna be sharing some information. You see that salad? You know what I'm saying? Good greens right from the garden. Huh? Isn't that beautiful? Huh? Mmm. Mmm.
Yeah, that salad was on point too.
You can tell when you're eating something that's fresh out the garden because it got that burst of flavor.
Absolutely.
We got the kale. We got broccoli. No, kale. We got kale, spinach, and romaine lettuce. I'm telling you, man, this is good. Good eating.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and Well, you want some pepper, some salt?
No, I'm good, bro.
Let me go ahead and get me some salt, pepper, and black folk, we can't help. We can't help without putting on the hot sauce, huh? But it's just so important for brethren that's really getting after it, that's making things happen, to show, to be the living example. Because what we're lacking today, what we're lacking today is a living example when it comes to brothers that are building business, brothers that are freeing themselves from the system. Because if you're in economic tyranny, there's no way that you can free yourself and your family from anything. I'll tell you. Is it good, brother?
Oh yeah, it's off the chain, bro.
Oh man. I'm telling you, this time that we live in, you ain't got brothers eating as good. You ain't got families eating as good today.
Well, I tell you, man, it's definitely not getting any easier for most people out there. And I thank y'all for just allowing
Mm,
me
mm,
to
mm.
learn the trade, learn the skill. Um, you know what I'm saying? And I think no matter what your skill is, um, I think you have to be proficient at it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I know there's a lot of brothers out there that may not necessarily have a skill set yet. And we did a live stream some time ago, and just trying to encourage brothers to learn some type of skill set. You know what I mean? Yeah, I will bless you if you're diligent. He'll bless you, and he'll put you in a position where you can become self-employed and be in a better position to um, achieve the whatever goals you have. But I think the whole purpose of what we try to do with these streams is encourage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the funny thing about it is that, I do these videos and I talk about real skills. And a
Hmm.
lot of people that lack the intestinal fortitude, people that really don't want to get out there and get after it, they try and say I'm bragging. They try and say, all of these things. But when I tell the people all the time, if I can do it, you can do it too.
Right.
And this is what a lot of people don't want to focus on. What they want to do is they want to see me, um, whether you know, uh, I'm on a job site, or I'm talking about money, or talking about economics, or whatever. They want to say you're bragging. You think you're better than anybody else. Let me tell you something. I'm not better than anybody else. The difference between me or men like me and others is that we're willing to put in the work. And when you're willing to put in the work, you'll get the results. Which how long you been out here, brother? And now you um, building debt appliance repair.
Yeah, it's been a little bit over a year and a half now
Mm-hmm.
since I've been out here. It's been almost 2 years, and I'm sitting right at, I'd say, 45-star reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've pretty much taken over the local area as far as appliance repair. Um, but I mean, it's a lot of hard work. But without the Most High Yah, without His favor,
Mm-hmm.
without prayer, I mean, there's no way I could have been able to do what I've been able to accomplish. So I give all glory to the Most High Yah, for what He's been doing. But don't get me wrong. I mean, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of diligence. By no means is this something that's easy, and we're by no means suggesting that anybody can do this, or everybody can do this. But if you choose to, you can. If you choose to, and if you have the willingness, you can. But um, it's not
This ain't
something that everybody will choose to do
yeah, it ain't for
because
the faint-hearted.
it definitely isn't. It's not something that is just going to happen overnight. And Brother Randy can tell you. I mean, it's he sees the hours I put in. What I'm saying, just trying to lay the groundwork with what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this shop that I'm trying to get up and running, and because of
Shabbat
course
shalom, brother Zeal. Go ahead.
I'm doing repairs, but I'm also in the process of getting this shop, this used appliance store up and running, and it's a lot of work. So I don't have time to be wasting, with
Yeah.
foolishness and nonsense. So I
Mm-hmm.
just, what I'm saying, I spend my time just constantly grinding, But again, without Yah's favor, none of this is possible.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing I pray, man. Every day before I get my day started, I ask Most High Yah to bless the work of my hands. Um, because without that, this ain't possible. You got to have Him working on your side to be able to um, really be able to go out every day and make things happen. It's Him making it happen.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously He has to have a willing vessel. You got to be willing to put yourself out there, but I'm thankful for what I've been able to accomplish in the short amount of time I've been here.
Yep.
And there's more to come.
Hmm.
Y'all will be seeing, more content on some things we're working on, and collectively and individually. So I'm
Because
looking forward to that.
I say, all the time, we need to be making sure that brothers that are actually doing this stuff, whether it's carpentry, appliance repair, plumbing, um, any kind of work, to be coordinating with one another, because there's such a wealth of knowledge and information that's out there that we can be sharing with one another in terms of experiences, um, how we go about correctly doing things. It can save, um, if you do a bid wrong. I'll give a perfect example. If you do a bid wrong, or if you deal with a client a certain way, it could be a business killer, because that initial point of contact, when it comes to your professionalism, your layout, your presentation, how you articulate how you're going to go about doing the business, or completing the project, all of that comes into play with making sure that the client feels comfortable and safe, that doing business with you is going to yield them a good result. And
Mhm.
I'll tell you, man, it's just so important. Presentation.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're not gonna get far if you. I tell you, man, when you're in business and your heart is really going to be tried, because uh, your character is going to be tested. Um, you could be the type of person, the type of individual that gets over on people, that
Hmm.
doesn't really follow through, that doesn't keep your word. Um, and there's a lot of people out there like that in various different trades. So,
Hmm.
when you are an upright, and you do, and obviously you fear the Most High Yah, and you want to,
Mm,
treat people the right way,
mm,
that takes you a long way in business.
mhm.
So I will say that you don't get to, 40, 55 star reviews by screwing people over.
Yep.
So that's another thing that I think is very important. Having ethics in business is very important. And obviously, if we are Israelites, that should just come natural, you know. Um, but I'm just thankful, man. Like I say, I just give all glory to Yah, um, because again, without Him, none of this is possible. For Him to give us the strength every day to get up, the fortitude, the
Hmm.
energy every day to go out, because this it's not it's you're gonna have days where, what I'm saying, it seems like everything is not going necessarily the way you planned it to go that day.
Hmm.
And you got to have the fortitude to press through the day. You're gonna have days like that in business where things don't seem to go right, um, or where there's challenges, or where there's unforeseen obstacles, and you got to be able to overcome that. And it takes y'all's favor to give you the focus and to give you the energy to be able to, what I'm saying, maneuver through those situations.
Hmm.
Um, but above all, when you got the fear of Yah in you, you're gonna have a desire to what you to your point, which is to, take care of the customer, to have good customer service. It's not hard to talk right to people and treat people right, and what I'm saying, make people feel comfortable. I mean, that's not too difficult to do. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're trying to provide a service. You're trying to actually help them. It ain't just about making a buck. It's about actually helping that individual for, whatever need they may have.
Hmm.
So when you take it from that perspective, and also you factor in, you want to have integrity. When you factor all that into it, then you can't really lose. You're going to always make, what I'm saying, couple that with, experience, mastery and skill. You can't lose.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So, but like I said, all praises go to the Most High, man. He's the one that's doing it, that's doing everything, that's gotten me to this point, that's gotten this brother to the point that he's at. And so, above everything, when we give praise to the Most High, Yah. And like I say, man, I think I don't knock any brother, man. Whatever your skill set is, whether you doing something with uh whether you're in some type of technology field or um, whatever it is, whatever your skill is, always advocate mastery. You just master what you're doing. Um, do everything as unto the Most High Yah. Do it with all your might. And you can't lose. But it takes time. It takes patience. And but if you have integrity, you have the willingness to do right by people first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take you far. Because again, a lot of people, and I see it. I mean, I see it in the field that I'm in. I'm sure Brother Randy has seen it in the field that he's in. There's a lot of people out there that just trying to cheat people and just trying to make a quick buck.
Yeah.
But when you have integrity, and you really are trying to help people, then not only will people acknowledge that and see that and want to continue to do business with you, but the Most High will see that and He will show you favor as well. So, that's really how that's how that works.
Look, it's crazy. I'm stuffed already. I didn't get a chance to eat all the food, man. This is lunch for the mom. So at the work station now for the chickens. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. I guess this will get them pissed off. My chickens eat better. You know what I'm saying? than most of the pagans out there. Huh? But it's a beautiful thing. Some good food.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad for this rest, man. It's been a long week, man.
Yeah, people don't know, we have a serious problem in this country. And that problem is people are lazy. People are apathetic and lethargic and they don't want to work. It's amazing to see people, get up here and claim that they're serving a Yah. But out of the mouth of dozens of witnesses, they're lazy. I mean, I just now saw video of Rufus Stufus. Now, you was out there in Straightway, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So, we got an eyewitness account as well. But, it's amazing to see these people where they say one thing, but their actions speak something totally different. Their actions don't line up with what they're saying. And this is why we say over and over and over and over again, by their fruit you shall know them. Don't get wrapped up in what people are talking about. You better watch out and watch what they're doing. Because I'm telling you, if you don't, they'll have you all jacked up, man. They'll have you all jacked up. Check it out here. Give me that here. Show them what we drink tonight. It's a good old mojito. Huh? This a mojito. Y'all know what a mojito is? Huh? Fresh mint right off the land with some lime and everything. I'm telling you, this is some good drinking. Some people, it's like passing them, they like to drink that straight drink. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cocktail person. You know what I'm saying? I like to make me a cocktail. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we having today. We having the mojito. Oh man,
it's good, man.
It's a good drink. It's a real good. It's a good old healthy drink, huh? Makes you deal with the woes of the week. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, man, you got all of these stage playing hypocrites. You got all these people that's running their mouth, and when it comes time to put in the work, they ghost, man. They ghost. They can't produce anything. They can't show you anything. You got to have a real sick reprobate mind to get on and talk about all the things that you're not doing. It really is sad. It really is sad, but this is what we got going on. Let's see if I can get this. Because what we want to do is we want to loop in as many carpenters. We want to loop in as many brothers that's actually getting things done, um, so that they can see and be encouraged. Because everybody, we all need encouragement. We all need um someone that's gonna just help us along.
Right.
I mean, I need encouragement every once in a while also, and I think that we forget that. No man is an island unto himself. We need one another. We need one another's encouragement. We need one another's counsel and advice and things, that because I don't know everything. I'd love to think that I know everything, but I don't know everything. um but there's information that we can share, to other brethren, that may help them and strengthen them.
Right.
It's not like every once in a while just getting a call from a brother, just, what I'm saying, hey man, I'm thinking about you. I love you, brother, what I'm saying, and stay encouraged, and what I'm saying. I mean, just a phone call
Right.
can just uplift you, a big time. I try and do it, and reach out every once in a while, every time that I can. Don't take no more than 2 minutes to make a phone call. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Absolutely. I mean,
Um,
yeah, that's a fact. I mean, like, I mean, and again, this is something we do all the time, and we always check in on each other, but we're always trying to help one another, uh,
oh,
in our individual endeavors, man. Whatever it is, like today, you needed some help with installing that sliding door on your back porch, and you know what I'm saying.
oh yeah, man. I
Make
mean,
sure I was available for that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying.
you know, I mean, it's so important, I mean, because the age of saying with a carpenter, we're busy working on everybody else's project. We ain't got time to work on our own. And one of the beautiful things about real skills, um, is that I'm taking a month off. I'm taking a month off. Um, I'm not working all this month, because I got projects to do on the land. I got my kitchen remodel that I'm working on, and it's gonna look beautiful. I already put the ceiling in. I put the recess lights in. We put in a new sliding door today. All of the stuff. I mean, I got the kitchen cabinets. I got the paint. Uh, I got the what else I got? Uh, the countertops, butch block countertops that I'm going to be staining. I got the range. I got the island. All of this stuff that need to get done, and I'm telling you, man. And I told you, I'm saying, do a kitchen remodel, which is the most expensive project that you can do inside of a house, is the kitchen. Um, and I'm telling you, man, I'm putting in at least with labor and materials. Now, and you know me, when it comes to materials, I get stuff, you know what I'm saying, 50% off, 60% off, 30% off. But when it comes to labor and materials, let me tell you, um, I've guesstimated that probably about $15,000 when it comes to labor and materials. Now, it's a beautiful thing that I ain't got to pay for the labor. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean, my wife pays me for the labor. You know what I'm saying? She got to pay because she's working in that kitchen, so she got to
Right.
pay me.
Right.
She got to pay me because that's her project. You know what I'm saying? And she's saying, this is what I want. That's what I want. Now, this is what I think will look good. And this is the paint. And I got to do all that work. But, it gets so busy sometimes doing everybody else's project that I ain't got time to do my own. But, the beautiful thing about real skills is that you can take a month off and focus on the projects that you want to focus on, because like I told you, the last big project I did, it took 3 days to do, and that was the lean to. And let me tell you, man, you know what I'm saying, it ain't not like making $8,000-9,000 in 3 days and then being able to take off. But that is the kind of situation that I stress people should be in, due to the simple fact, yeah, due to the simple fact that um, it's very profitable. It's very convenient to be able to work for myself and produce for myself and then take off and do projects on the line without having to worry about uh, am I gonna get laid off? Are they gonna fire me? Or I'm missing out on pay and stuff like that. And especially if you're doing homestead in the community, this is why I've been stressing for years. I ain't say I This is not something that I'm saying new. This is why I stress so much about getting into carpentry work, because the same tile that I put up in other clients' houses, I'm tiling my own. Nice custom backsplash um, around the kitchen. All of the subfloor work. I had to fix the subfloor. You saw it was rot in the
Hmm.
and with the old sliding door.
Yep.
I had to rip that out. I had to fix the subfloor. I had to shimmy and correct and everything. Then we had to put in the door, and I had to cut out all of the sheetrock that I had to do at other clients' houses. I can do myself because I can do it here. Um, all of the putting down the waterproof laminate tile, the wonderful waterproof laminate flooring. I'm doing throughout the whole kitchen. Hey man, I charge $3 a square foot to do that at a client's house. But hey, I can do it myself. I put in a metal ceiling, a white metal ceiling with recessed light. Hey, I do that at other clients' house. Now I can do it for myself and for free. You see what I'm saying? I can go
Hmm.
on and on. Cabinet installation, um, subfloor work, tiling, painting. I ain't got to pay nobody else to do that stuff because I can do it myself.
Hmm.
And you see the power behind that? And people say, oh, you ain't got to do this or this, that, and third. I was watching Ringo. And he talking about he's showing sneakers. And he's saying, I ain't gonna be doing no work on the land because I'm a content creator. These people ain't building no land or building no community, nothing like that. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I may reach out to him to see if he want to hire me to do the work.
Good luck with that.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you bootlicker, you know what I'm saying? Let me do the work for you and you pay me. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it. I don't give a shit. Hey man, if you want to pay me some of that YouTube money, you know what I'm saying? I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Ain't that something?
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. It's like
Mm.
I think I think the sad thing is that um, in a lot of people's hearts and minds is not really about um, trying to strengthen their brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, a lot of people, especially somebody like Ringo. I mean, that uses his platform to, just talk about people, and that's how you make your living. I mean, I think I don't know. I don't really see the honor in that. I really don't. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think that, people's minds is really not in the right place when it comes to, really trying to uplift their brother.
Mm-hmm.
And, and again, what we try to do is try to uplift our brother. We try to, what I'm saying, speak the truth, but also uplift our brother.
Yeah,
You
we
know
ain't
what I'm
gonna get
saying?
100,000 subscribers. We realize, you know what I'm saying. I mean, 100,000 people don't want to listen to your brother uplifting one another. They want to hear controversy. They want to
Right.
hear slander. They want to hear they want to hear all of this stuff. They don't want to hear. It's amazing. I'll do a video talking about how to lay laminate flooring, how to get in the laminate flooring, but they get 30 views. I'll talk about uh, some controversy, it gets hundreds of views, if not 1,000 views. I'd be like, this is what people are
Yeah.
concerned with.
That's what people are, in the age of social media, that's what people are, drawn to.
Hmm. It's
Um,
so sad. It really is sad. But I mean, this is and there's only going to be a remnant. There's only going to be a few people that's interested in putting in the work. There's only going to be a few people that's interested in staying focused and building. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, it is what it is. It was prophesized and it was talked about eons ago. Many moons ago, it was talked about how people would be. Nobody ain't interested in nothing real. They interested in a whole bunch of falsehood and a whole bunch of bullshit. That's what they interested in.
Yep.
And so, you know what I'm saying? I mean, folks today, they're not going to get far. And it really is sad. It really is sad. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Um, but at the end of the day, but, we can provide for ourselves, we can provide for our families efficiently. And that's a blessing because in this day and age, a lot of people out there struggling. A lot of people are dusty, broke, dusty. And they're fronting like they're not. They're fronting like they're not. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, what did the what the scripture say talking about? Let me pull that up right quick. When you have the spirit of discernment,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it's again, I think people's focus is not where it should be.
the spiritual gifts.
Because again, for me personally,
Mhm.
ever since I moved out here, you know, all I really can focus on is just doing this. It's just my goals, building with my brother, um, so it's put me in a place where that's all I really have to focus on. I don't really have time to. I just don't have time to really, focus on a bunch of nonsense.
Mhm.
So it's like, and I think that's another big thing is that you got to put yourself in that type of environment where you
Mhm.
can just like have a brother that you're accountable to, and that's accountable to you as well. And that's really the best environment for you to be in. You know what I'm saying? And then all this other outside noise, it's kind of like, what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, it's there, but you kind of in your own world,
Mhm.
building with your brother, focusing on your goals. I mean, that's really where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? That looks different for different brothers in different situations, but you got to find that situation that's going to work for you, where you with somebody that's like minded, you're working toward like goals, and you know what I'm saying. It may be a bunch of outside noise out there. It may be a bunch of controversy, but as long as you focusing on what you got to do, and you with a brother that's doing likewise, then you good. That's how I see it.
The funny thing about it, I say all the time, because I be doing these videos and people, they say, you know, um, all this stuff, but this shit is first and foremost, it's entertaining to me to see what's happening today.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, man, I need entertainment too,
it really is. Yeah,
but it really is in it. First and foremost, this stuff that's going on today that you see, what's going on with this so-called this shit is entertaining to me.
yeah.
First and foremost, I need a laugh too. I need to get entertained as
I
well.
mean, yeah, I mean, and again, when it comes to that, I mean, you speaking the truth. You
Hmm.
speaking the truth. I mean, it's coming out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of knows what's going on with the situation. So you speaking truth to the situation.
Hmm.
And at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, but at the end of the day, like we're still getting things done at the same time.
Getting
We're
things
still
done.
moving forward.
Getting
So
things done. You know what I'm
point out the
saying?
truth,
Hmm.
but still moving forward.
Still
That's what it's all about.
getting things done. You know what I'm saying? And that's the important thing to show the results. Well, I was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Corinthians. What's this? Corinthians, First Corinthians 12. Now, about the gifts of the Spirit, brothers and sisters, I do not want you to be uninformed. You know that when you were pagans, somehow or other, you were influenced and led astray to mute idols. Therefore, I want you to know that no one who is speaking by the Spirit of Yah says, Jesus be cursed, or no one can say, Jesus is Yah, except by the Spirit, Holy Spirit. Therefore, no, there are different kinds of gifts, but the same Spirit distributes them. There are different kinds of service, but the same Yah. There are different kinds of workings, but all of them and in everyone, it is the same Yah at work. See, this is all the same Spirit, the same Yah, that's given these different spirits. Now, each one, that manifestation of the spirit is given for the common good. To one, there is given through the spirit a message of wisdom. How many people you received that you've been out there and we received the message of wisdom from somebody? That's from the spirit of Yah. To one, there is a spirit of wisdom. To another, the spirit of knowledge by means of the same spirit. To another, faith by the same spirit. To another, gifts of healing by that one spirit. To another, miraculous powers. To another, prophecy. And to another, distinguishing between spirits. And to another, in different tongues and languages. And to another, interpretation of tongues. All these are the working of this one and the same spirit, and he distributes them to each one just as he determines. And I was talking about that, you know what I'm saying, just focusing on the to another distinguishing of spirits, meaning that, you know what I'm saying, to discern what's going on with somebody.
Right.
I'm telling you, that's a powerful spirit to have. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll save you from a whole lot of pain if you know how to discern an enemy from a friend.
Yep.
If you know how to stand in front of somebody and know when somebody lying to you. This is why it's so amazing to look on the internet and look at people and knowing that they're lying and they're just moving their mouths and they're lying. It's amazing. If you just look at what people are doing, you can tell if they're a liar or not. You can automatically tell if they're like by looking at what they're doing. I remember I was telling you, no, I was speaking to my wife, and there was this brother that came to the land and he was visiting. This is early on. This was many moons ago. And he claimed to be a carpenter, right? Claimed to be a carpenter. I forgot his name, Chico or Chino or something like that. Puerto Rican brother. And we went to a job site once. And we was on his job site and
oh, I remember that.
And I tell you, he claimed that he knew how to make a cut for a rafter. And the guy that trained me, his name is Russell. I just not bumped into him yesterday. But he was like, yeah, you know how to do a short to long cut, you know what I'm saying, on his rafter. He was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, do this cut for me. And he went and he said, yeah, I can do the cut. I can do the cut. Got up and guess what? He couldn't do the cut. He couldn't make the appropriate cut, the short to long cut for this rafter. And he was like, you know what? I knew. Get the hell off of my job site, man. You don't know how to do nothing. Because he was boasting that he knew how to do something that he couldn't do. And what happens is that when you test that boast, then you find out that people ain't gonna come with it. You find out exactly what people are and what spirit that they're operating under. That's like Rufus. He gets on and he says, "Let me show you. Let's show bank accounts. Let's show bank." This dude got up with other people's money, filled with other people's money. Let's show bank accounts. I said, "Yeah, let's show bank accounts. Yeah, let's show it." You think he showed me bank accounts? I got it in the comment section. He ain't gonna show no bank accounts, let alone showing it with other people's money. I'm telling you.
It's sad, man.
But I was able to discern this cat many years ago. Many years ago, I was able to discern this cat. And so it's amazing when things come to pass and it's just like, look at it. Look at it. I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's all about just being able to back up what you say and going from a carpenter's perspective. Hey man, you carpenters, you people out there, don't do a project that you can't do for the sake of money. You know how many times I've had people show up? I, this cat shows up talking about he know how to do electrical work, talking about he know how to do this, that, and third. When it come to time, he was making calls to somebody else. He spent half the day on a damn phone speaking to somebody else how to do a three-way switch. And I told him, listen, I'll pay you whatever you want to get paid. Whatever he agreed to make, he wanted to make. I said, I'll agree to pay you that amount. But when it come down to it, he couldn't do the work. He couldn't do the work. And this is what we got going on. We got so many people that claim that they can do something, but when it comes to the actual putting the work in, they can't do it. They can't do it. So never put yourself in a situation where you claiming that you can do something, but when it comes down to it, you can't do it. Because then, hey, people, there's a lot of people, they're gonna test that boast. Oh, you say you can do something and then you can't do it, you finished.
Yep.
Taking on projects, I'm saying, you can't do, saying that you can do something that you can't do, you ain't got the skill set because you see money. All he saw was money. All he saw was, hey, I'm going to get paid big time. And I'll just fumble my way through the project. That's what his attitude was. And it's sad because now I'm sitting there and I got to clean up after his mess. And I got a front, you know what I'm saying, to the client. It was a mess.
Yeah, I remember that.
That project was a mess, man.
I remember that too.
That project was a literal mess. Because he said that he could do things that he couldn't do. Don't do it. Don't put yourself in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Do not put yourself in that situation. Because you put yourself in that situation, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to be in a whole lot of hurt and a whole lot of pain. That's why it's so important. Shabbat Shalom. But it's so important to know what you're doing. Because if you can't do and you can't deliver on your promises, I'm telling you, man, it looks just real bad. It looks real, real bad. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it's about. You know what I mean? There's so few people out there of honor and integrity and that will do what they say that they're going to do. I'm telling you, man, there's a double-minded person that's unstable in all their ways. I mean, it's just sad, man. It really is sad. But we're going to enjoy this mojito. This is a mojito with mint grown on the land. I'm thinking about trying to plant a lime tree, but I think I'll have to bring it in the house for the summertime or for the wintertime. Like I said, after I finish the kitchen, I'm going to be moving on to the front and back porch and I'm going to show it all. Because there's nothing like doing projects and working on a piece of land and it's all paid for. And you ain't got to worry about, getting evicted or anything like that, I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to live free. I'm telling you, man, I've lived in New York, New Jersey, the tri-state area and stuff, man. I tell I see what's going on in New York City. I mean, I'm from New York, so stores closing down left and right.
Man. It's a war zone.
Robberies going on left and right. The migrant crisis going on. I mean, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And being from New York, it's just like I be watching this stuff and I be like, the city that I love, the city, the beautiful city that I'm from, man. And it's just like it's just going to hell in a handbasket, man.
I tell you, man, it makes you thankful, And I moved from Georgia and I lived in Atlanta for a little bit, and but just being out here, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just, again, all you can really do is just focus on your goals. It's not really anything to get into. It's not like I really got into stuff anyway, but you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's really all you can do is really, again, just focus on your goals, focus on building with brotherhood, being in a small town and being out in the country. That's really what the type of environment you want to be in, because these major population centers is, in a shit hit the fan scenario, it's gonna be ground zero, man, for all the chaos, and we're already starting to see it now. So, this brother has been admonishing people like Pastor Dow, have been admonishing for quite some time to come out of these major population centers, these major, these large cities, and get into a small town, a small area where you can actually, not have to be subject to the bedlam that's going to take place
Mm-hmm.
in the shit hit the fan scenario. So it's good to get ahead of that now, and what I'm saying, move into a smaller area, a small town, hopefully with like-minded brothers,
Mm-hmm.
and build from there. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people out there have heard this for years, but people, if there's ever been a time, it's now.
Mm-hmm.
I think to do that. I would say from firsthand, it's the best decision I ever made. Coming out here, man. And I've said this before. I've been in business for 5 years, and I've been out here less than 2 years, and I have done way better out here in a short period of time than I did where I was before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just because of my skill, my hard work, but it's also the support of this brother right here. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing. So um again, the message is to find brothers you can build with.
Mm-hmm.
That's really I think the biggest message. Find brothers that are like-minded that you can build with. You know what I'm saying? And I think if enough brothers start doing that, then we can really start seeing a difference. Because it's good to be a part of a large assembly or a large congregation, but at the end of the day, you got to really have brothers you can truly trust and you can truly build with. Um,
They will liken on
you know,
to little sanctuaries.
right.
I read that somewhere. I ain't make that up. Little sanctuaries.
Hmm.
And I tell you, man, where what he said, where two or more are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst.
Right. That's what
Two
it
or more,
says.
and this is why I don't focus on large numbers. I focus on um just connecting with brothers that you know what I'm saying that are real because there's so few people out there that are real. I mean, it's sad, man. There's just so few people out there that are just real, man. And people are just flip floppers. I mean, it's just if you just get around and I just I always encourage people. You know what I'm saying? Get around real brothers. Get around real people that are doing something. That are doing something. I'm not talking about people that get up and just talk. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing how many people I just see on YouTube doing broadcasts or whatever, doing YouTube videos, and all they're doing is running their mouth. That's all they're doing. That's all that they ain't got nothing else to show anybody else except for just running their mouths. And so it's a beautiful thing to see brothers is getting things done. You know what I'm saying? So who we got? We got Sister Wilma, Brother Zeal, Tribal Lady 12, Closer to Yah Ministries. Man, I watch your channel, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got some good stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know Closer to Yah Ministries?
Sound familiar?
You know what I'm saying? He does some good stuff. Rocky Family Home, Roca Family Homestead, Shabbat Shalom, is closer to Yah Ministries homepage, just showing additional support. Oh yeah, so Rocky follows. So he owns a homestead and he does ministry work as well. So now I know. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, good brother. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're better on a homestead than out there in them cities. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. But I mean, the opportunities are there for people who want a fellowship. And I tell people all the time, you know what I'm saying? I mean, go around and get around people that you know what I'm saying you feel comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, just get around people that you can trust. You know what I'm saying? Get around people that's willing to put in some work. Um, and that's gonna tell you the truth. I
Right.
mean, this is a hard thing that I'm about to say. That when I'm talking to you, right? Do I bullshit or I just kick it to you straight? If I
Hmm.
just tell you, well, hey man, you're wrong on this. This is how you need to be thinking.
Yep.
Do I tell you that or do I sugarcoat shit?
No, you tell me what I need to hear. You say it straight up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I appreciate about this brother. He's straight up. You ain't gotta guess what he thinking. He'll tell you straight up what he thinking and what you need to do and what you need to get right. And as a younger brother, it's good to have an elder like that. Um, what I'm saying? I've been around different elders, but this brother is different from other elders I've been around. And again, he will definitely uh, cut it to you straight and no chaser. He'll definitely uh, tell you about yourself or tell you the truth about a certain particular situation. But more than anything, he's given me a lot of good counsel and a lot of good advice. Um, and I'm the type of brother that, hey, I'm gonna take whatever counsel he's giving me. You know what I'm saying? Because he has more experience than I do. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I can appreciate. He definitely straight up and down.
Mm-hmm.
So
And it's so important, you know what I'm saying? Because people are trying to sugarcoat shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Wherefore have I become your enemy because I've told you the truth? You know what I'm saying? And so you tell somebody the truth. Hey man, if they ain't got the spirit of truth operating in them, you're gonna become their enemy. And
right,
so my thing is that I'm okay with that. I'm okay with just telling people straight because I ain't got time to waste. I really ain't got time to waste. I ain't got time to head scratch. I ain't got time to do none of that. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I got a family to take care of. I got land to take care of. I got a garden to take care of. I got cattle to take care of. I got a business to take care of.
right. And you can't help but grow in the type of being around a brother like that. You can't help but grow and better
Mm-hmm.
yourself
Mm-hmm.
because this brother he ain't got no emotion or he ain't like nah he just about business. I mean, and that's what and I respect that and I appreciate that and I think a lot of younger brothers struggle with correction, or struggle with somebody just giving them advice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And being humble enough to take the advice. But I've always been the type of brother, hey, if I see you actually about it and I see you actually getting things done and you are where I actually want to be,
Mm-hmm.
then I got enough sense to say, hey, let me go ahead and humble myself and listen to what this man has to say. So and I've been better for it.
Mm-hmm.
So because like I said, you just can't help but grow and better and be the best version of yourself when you got somebody that's an elder to you that's being the best version of their self and also holding you accountable and you know what I'm saying, telling you like it is,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Who got time to be telling people what they want to hear? I mean, that's that chump shit. That's that talking your way into a woman's pants type shit. You know what I'm saying? Telling them what they want to hear just so you can sleep with them. Then afterwards, you don't call them no more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's been my personal experience. If you keep it real across the board, you'll get a whole lot more when you just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. This is how it's gonna be, and let's roll from there. So when you keep it real with people, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you get the real deal. But when you go fake with people, I mean, you're gonna get that fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, who got time for a whole bunch of fake shit? Who got a whole bunch of time for a whole bunch of fronting and stuff? But this is what social media has done. It's created a society of people that all they want to do is just get on and front and lie in front. But when you look at their lifestyle, it's total trash. I mean,
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's amazing to get on. And there's like, yeah, social media is just it's just a devil platform, man.
it is, man.
I mean, it's just nothing
Literally,
but the devil. It's just nothing but a
because you
whole
don't
bunch
know
of
what's real.
lies. You don't know what's real anymore. You don't know who's real and who's not anymore. Let alone the airbrushing and
Yeah,
the
all the
photoshopping and
filters
the
and
and the
stuff,
filter.
and
You don't
yeah,
know that you don't know who real and who not these
yeah,
days.
it's sad. Yeah, that's true.
And all of the faking and funking and all of the lying and stuff. I mean, I'm telling you, man, it's just like, I saw a movie with Bruce Willis and Boris Cujo. What was that movie? It's come to life. It's come to pass. Surrogates. It's a movie called Surrogates, where people, um, where's this movie? Yeah, Google. Well, Bruce Willis. In the near future, people live lives free of pain, danger, and complications through robotic representations of themselves called surrogates. And it's but this is how people live today. They live through a uh, 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 a a, a, a a robotic representation, a graphic representation of themselves on the internet. That's how they live now.
Yep, it's true. That's a fact.
A graphic representation of all they do, and in this movie Surrogates, they log in and then they go out and but they have this fake body that they go out in the society with.
Mm.
But everybody's plugged in, and when you see people plugged in, they all nasty and ugly and run down and depressed and stuff.
That's a perfect analogy for what we're dealing with today.
It's a perfect enough. Watch the go on movie. Watch it. 2009, a movie called Surrogates. We're living in that shit today. When you see people online, it's one thing, but when you see them in person, it's a totally different thing. Everybody's lying. Everybody's fronting. I ain't got time to be fronting and lying. Hey man, I live on 6 acres of land. I'm not a wealthy man, but hey man, I'm free. My land is paid for. I eat real food. I don't eat GMO food. I don't eat GMO food.
Again, and I'm a witness to everything this
Make
brother say.
make real money.
I see it. You know what I'm saying? And again,
Live free. Land is paid for. Cars are paid for. Everything that I have for myself, I want for my brother, for my sister. But people got to want it for themselves.
Yep.
If they don't want it for themselves, then you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But people got to want it for themselves. And if you don't want it for yourself, then you ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to make nothing happen. It's sad, man. It really is. You know, the number one feeling that I experience when I deal with all these situations is sorrow. Sorrow. That's the biggest spirit that I deal with is sorrow because it's damn man, you know, it ain't got to be this way. You know what I'm saying? But people, you know, people don't want to die to their flesh. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's a big thing to just accept somebody for who they are. And just say, hey man, you are who you are, I accept for you for who you are, and I love you for who you are. Without all of the filters and without all of the lies and without all of the deceit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know, they just can't accept that. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that's not willing to accept people for just who they are. I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I am who I am. You accept me for who I am or don't.
Yeah, I mean, no, absolutely. And one thing I can say is that this brother, he got true love in his heart because at the end of the day, if you don't have somebody, especially as a younger brother, if you ain't got somebody talking to you like this, that's really trying to tell you, point out to you flaws or weaknesses that you have or things you need to work on, then you're not really in the right place. You're not really around the right brother or elder. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I'm saying? Accountability is a big thing. It's a huge thing. And when you're trying to not only better yourself, but I mean, at the end of the day, we're trying to make it to the kingdom. And so we need to be around people that's going to hold us accountable and that's going to also, you know, especially if you're a younger brother, have a good example to glean from. You know what I'm saying? And for me, again, that's been a blessing, and also again the environment, just being in this environment, man. So, you know, I think that the brothers really put that in the forefront of their minds, just trying to find the right environment to be in. That's gonna make all the difference. Um, you know what I'm saying? And that may look different for different brothers, but you gotta find that you gotta find that environment. You gotta find that, I would say, equilibrium, you
Mm-hmm.
know, find that balance, you know, because you gotta be able to discern when you're not growing.
Mm-hmm.
You might be in a certain place where you're not growing, wherever that place is. And if you're not growing spiritually, if you're not growing physically, then okay, you got to pivot, and you got to be able to pivot and make adjustments and move accordingly. And sometimes that takes literally moving. You know,
Physically moving.
for me, that's what it took.
Physically moving.
Yeah,
And a lot of people, they're not willing to physically move. You know what I'm saying? They're not willing to physically move. And it's so important to understand that, sometimes where you are is not a necessarily a good place to be. Where you are probably need to be someplace else. You know what I'm saying? Because when you start, the age old saying, you will be a combination of the books you read, the tapes you listen to, and the people that you associate with.
right,
If you tell me those things, I can tell you exactly who you are.
right.
I can tell you exactly who you are. I'll tell you exactly how you getting down. I can tell you exactly how you're moving by those three things. And everybody, we live in a world today where people think that people think that they are the exception to the rule.
Yep,
I
that's
don't know
true.
who said it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You keep on squeeze them all. Yeah, because it hurts. It hurt right here. So when you yeah, it hurts right here, right here. It hurts. But that's what a hard working man does, right? Huh? How is that why you keep
Yep.
on? Yeah, because it hurts right here. The joint right here, huh? Huh? Lifting stuff, right there. It hurts. I ain't complaining though. I just try and massage it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Oh yeah, it's part of it.
It's part of it. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, no pain, no gain, right?
Hmm.
No pain, no gain, but it hurts and it's all good. But I don't complain. I just not did a video a couple of oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. But I just did a video a couple of days ago talking about how um how see this. Oh, don't be worried. That's the results of being a hardworking man. Getting text messages. But um I did a video talking about how after a hard day's work, my body feels wrecked. And this is why it's so important for the Sabbath. Because then we get the rest. I just lay
Absolutely.
up, man, from Friday night to Saturday night, man. I just lay up and I don't do a damn thing. I just relax my
Facts.
body.
Facts, man.
But a person that don't work,
They don't have that same
a
appreciation.
man that don't work, hey, man, they don't have that same appreciation. They'll never understand what it means to work hard. But like I said on that video, I'll work hard. My body will feel wrecked. My back will be hurting. My knees will be hurting. My legs will be hurting. My calf will be hurting. Excuse me. But my spirit is great,
Hmm.
and they'll never understand that concept. They'll never understand the notion of working hard but feeling good.
Hmm.
Your body feeling tough and grinded down, but your spirit is good. I'm telling you, man, like now I worked hard this week. Taking care of the land, um taking care of various projects on the land, putting up that metal. I'm telling you, we had to. The wife, you know what I'm saying? I made a special jig for her to hold the back end of the metal. So I hoist the metal up and then put the metal up on the ceiling and then screw the metal in. And then the children are passing me the screws and Joel are passing me screws and Judith is passing me screws. And I'm telling you, man, it's just a fun thing to be able to work and build with your family, even the 2-year-olds. Two, 4, 6, 8, about to be 0, 1 again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody pitching in, everybody helping out. It's funny. My oldest daughter, Chen, she said, "When you gonna finish the kitchen? When you gonna finish the kitchen? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna finish the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Stop pressing me. The kitchen look ugly. You know what I'm saying? When you gonna finish the kitchen? You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you, man. But it's just a beautiful thing. It's just a wonderful experience to have when you're going through these things. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just how it is. But um when you're putting in that work, whether on or off the land, man, it's just a blessing because um the vast majority of people in the continent of the United States will never know what it really means to be free, to never know what it really means to work hard, to appreciate the fruits of your labor, to go out and plant a garden and eat it, uh, to plant mint and eat it and drink it and experience it. Um, it's something that you can't really uh, quantify unless you live it. Um, blessed not the hearers. Blessed not the hearers. Blessed not the hearers. Blessed not the people don't get it.
They don't, man. They don't.
Blessed not the hearers, but the doers
Right.
of the word. So people that just because you heard something, Rufus, Rufus, he heard that man was sitting up and heard every word, but he never became a doer, and so therefore he is not blessed. And see, I'm gonna use him as an example. I'm gonna keep on hitting on and plugging on and strapping on and hitting on
It is
because
what it
it's
is.
such a perfect example. Do we not use Korah Dathan and Abiram
Right.
as an example? Do we not use Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego as an example? Do we not experience David and Goliath as an example? Do we not use these examples? Ananias and Sapphira, all of these, we use these in examples to edify people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use Rufus's ass to edify people. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna call it the Rufus Chronicles because I'm gonna stay on his ass. And I'm telling you, man, it's just a continued a disaster continuing to happen. I just, you know what I do? I sit up. This is what I do when I watch him. That clown,
I'll tell you, man.
a clown, a total clown, a total deceived clown.
To me, it's a scary thing when you are dealing with saints, and because people put themselves, especially on these communities, they put themselves in a very vulnerable position, and if you are that to where you just don't have the fear of Yah, when you just taking advantage of people like that, I mean, it's it's unreal, man. And the people that was under his charge, they've spoken, so it's out there for people to see, and it is what it is, man. But it's just unfortunate. It just shows you that again, you can't put your trust in man. You got to put your trust in Yah.
Mm-hmm.
more first and foremost. Um, because ultimately Yah is the one that called us into this thing. It's not what man that called us into this thing. It's the Most High Yah. And of course, we're gonna have people in leadership. We're gonna have pastors, teachers, elders, but you gotta have a relationship with Yah for yourself more than anything. And I think that's what people. I hope that's what people are getting from this whole situation with Elder Rufus and all everything that's going on. People need to have a relationship with Yah for themselves, and like what you alluded to earlier, people need to have discernment. People need to be able to discern when things are not, when somebody's not walking in the spirit, whether they're in leadership or otherwise. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't got a personal relationship with Yah and you don't have that word in your heart and you don't know Him for yourself, then you're gonna by default you're gonna put your trust in a personality or a figurehead or a leader, as opposed to what you should be putting your trust in, which is the Most High Yah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. But everything you pointed out, brother, is just the truth.
Mm-hmm.
It's out there. But the question is, what people gonna do now? What you gonna do now? You see all this stuff that's out there and about people like Rufus and that whole situation, and there's other situations out there too. All it's unfortunately it's a lot of things happening all over Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's really no different from how it was during the time of the apostles.
Mm-hmm.
You had a lot of factions, you had a lot of schisms in the body at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, what you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
How you going to preserve yourself and preserve those that you love? How are you going to move forward? How are you going to maneuver through that and endure to the end?
Mm-hmm.
And the only way you can do that is to put your trust where it should have been the whole time, which was Yah. That's where you have to put your trust in. You got to remember your first love. What you can't. You got to remember what called you into this, and that's the
Mm-hmm.
Spirit of the Most High Yah. And that's what's going to guide you and lead you into all truth. So if people lose sight of that, then they losing sight of the truth. They're losing sight of what's going to preserve them, which is the Spirit of the Most High Yah, not a personality,
Mm-hmm.
not a man, not a leader. You know what I'm saying? We need to have leadership. It's good to have leadership. It's good to have, teachers and pastors. But again, if you don't have that relationship with Yah for yourself, then you're going to be easily led astray. So that's the one thing I will point out.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I mean, it's just a good word. It's just a good message, and so that's why it's so important uh, for people to take action and be around people that are taking action.
mm-hmm.
Because when you're taking action and you're being around people and you're communicating and networking with people that are taking action, then you'll be better off. You'll be better positioned to be encouraged, to be uplifted, uh, to be informed, uh, to pick up ideas. I mean, all of these things are extremely beneficial.
Right.
Um, when you get around and you network and you listen to people that are actually doers and not hearers only. Um, Very important, extremely important that we understand these things. I mean, I see a lot of people out there, again, we're going to try. No, we're going to do, we're going to, hey, we need to do, we're going to be doing more of this, either Friday night or Shabbat night or Saturday night. Um, but we need to get this message out there because more people need to see brothers. And the interesting thing about I don't see anybody else, especially in the Hebrew, like what I'm saying, that can say that they're doing this. Let's say you show your shirt, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because see, people think that this is some type of ploy. This is the real deal right here. We
Mm-hmm.
are the real deal and getting it done. Um, and it's so important to show these living examples because we have so few people that are getting up on camera and showing and talking and doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's amazing how folks out there They want to make money, but they don't want to show up and get things done. It's like we just now recently did a walk-in cooler. Brother paid me $1,000 for the day.
Mm-hmm.
How many hours it took to do that cooler?
I'd say probably 8 hours, something
That
like
shit ain't
that.
take no 8 hours. We got there
It
like
was it was probably I would say
I got there. We got was
it
it 10 o'clock? I got
it
there.
wasn't no more than 8 hours because I got done. I stayed a little bit later because I
Yeah,
had to do all the electrical and stuff
yeah,
like that. But it was a full day's worth of work. But you probably was there maybe 5 6 hours. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Just putting the box together.
We had to put the main thing was putting
Just putting the
the
box
thing
together.
on
And
the
then,
and
yeah,
putting the
putting the condenser up and
putting the
all that.
condenser up and
So
putting the
that
box
took
up.
it was less than 8 hours
You know what I'm saying?
for
Less than
sure.
8 hours to do. You know what I'm saying? But brother needed the help, and I was more than happy to come and take his money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but you know what I mean. But we have so many examples of how I've been on projects. You know what I'm saying? Had no help. Like I told you last year. I shit you not. Last year, I turned away $86,000 worth of business because I just didn't have an extra hand. $86,000 with the business I turned away. If I just had another brother just to show up and you know what I'm saying, I mean, and we could have just met, hey man, I'd have gave him half of that 86,000. Because instead, I'd rather have made 40,000 and paid out 40,000 than miss out on the whole 86,000. People don't understand this. What would you rather have done? Made $40,000, made $40,000 worth for $86,000, or made nothing? What would you have rather done? Made five, six, $7,000
Get some piece of it, yeah.
or make nothing.
Get some of it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Me and him are so busy. Uh again, we can't get it all.
I
You know what
mean,
I'm
this
saying?
man, I call him up, but he way more busy than me. He way more busy than me. But you understand, this is the kind of stuff, but because of the nature of what we do,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's different.
Yeah.
He repairs appliances. He don't really need help. And you know what I'm saying? Fixing a condenser or something. But sometimes when them larger projects like putting in what you call it? What was that?
Yeah,
A cooler.
walk-in cooler. That's one of the few times, yeah, I need help with something
Need
like that.
help. Need help. You know what I'm
And
saying?
unfortunately, this brother tends to be a lot more available than I am.
Yeah. I'm a
but
lot more available
but
based on
you
what
know what I'm
I
saying?
do. You know what I'm saying? Like I
But at
said,
the same time, when he needs help, and he tells me, "Hey, I need you to be here at this time." I'm gonna be there though.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And but it's a beautiful thing when I can, you know what I'm saying? Because that was a big project, man. We got it knocked out. Like the guy that he told me, like they had two other coolers that were built, and it took them twice as long to do it than what we did.
Yeah, they didn't know what the hell they was
You know
doing.
what
They
I'm
don't know how
saying?
to look at nothing and figure it out. But that's what it's about. You know, um, uh, looking at the bigger picture and understanding that there's massive opportunity out there. Listen, people don't want to work today. And this is why I say this is a perfect situation to take advantage of because people don't want to work. I want to work. Yeah, I'll show up. You know what I'm saying? You go, yeah, hey man, put up a lean to or whatever, pay me 8,000, 9,000. Hey, yeah, I'll show up. I'll be there, faithful. Do the whole project. You ever tried to a two by to pick up a 2x12, a 2x10, 16 foot pressure treated? Try and lift one of them shits by yourself. I earn every penny of the money that I make. Every penny. So I ain't got no problem with, you know what I'm saying? People say, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. I ain't got no problem with doing this. Huh? You know why? I earned every penny of it. Every penny of it. Yeah. I earned every thousands of dollars. I earned every penny of it. You bet your ass I'm going, yeah, yeah. Nobody ain't give me nothing. Nobody ain't give me nothing. They ain't give me a damn thing. I had to work these hands right here. I had to work them consistently, persistently, and I had to produce for clients in order to make that. And I'm gonna continue to produce for clients because the money is good. But as we say, the scripture say over and over again, the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're few. And so, you know what I'm saying? This is why it's so important to get around brothers and network with brothers. I even had, we met Brother Zeal. He came out, did projects, paid him, had an awesome week, fellowship. Right, did right here in this very cabin. I don't remember. Did he stay in this? I think he stayed in this cabin. When he stayed, him and his wife.
Yeah, it was
Brother Zill, you stayed in this cabin or you stayed in how? I forgot where he stayed. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, took care of the brother, fed the brother, loved the brother, did a big project, made money together, had a good time. What could possibly be wrong with that? What could possibly
how
be
it should
wrong with
be.
that?
That's how it should be.
When you network with brothers and you get around brothers that's getting things done, I'm telling you, man, it is a powerful experience to have. It's an uplifting experience to have. It's an encouraging experience to have.
Right. And it just people that genuinely want to see you do well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not about trying to necessarily have gain out of the situation,
Yeah.
but just want to see you do well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And just genuinely want to help you achieve your goals. And vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's powerful synergy. It's a lot you can do with that. You know what I'm saying? Um, because it's genuine. It's coming. And again, this is something we do every day.
Yeah.
We are always trying to find ways to help one another.
Mm-hmm.
If we have the opportunity to help one another, we try to pursue that
Mm-hmm.
without, you know what I'm saying? And it's just natural. That's how it should be.
Because what I've come to find, and it's so true, is that when you genuinely want to help your brother, when you genuinely want to uplift your brother, when you genuinely want to encourage your brother, you the most high will take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll take care of you. You ain't got to worry about it. When you get the focus off yourself, and you focus on the strengthening of your brother, you'll be great, man. And a lot of people, they can't focus on anybody else because they're so self-focused. They're so selfish. They're so self-centered. And so therefore, when you look at the mannerism of their lifestyle, they're not getting any blessing because they're not about really uplifting and encouraging anybody. They're about take, 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 take. Me, 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 me. That's all they're about. And when you got that kind of spirit on you, when you got that kind of attitude that you have, you'll never really go anywhere far in life. You'll never really be in a situation as to where you can level up
Right.
because you're focusing on you. You're not focusing on we. You're not focusing on a team. You're not focusing on how you can really strengthen your brother for him to be a better person, to be a
Right.
better business person. I'm telling you, man. I argue with this brother more about getting his business out there and networking and collaborating than he does because I understand the power of it.
Right. Yeah, no. I mean, and and that's the other thing, man. It's like when somebody is pushing you and encouraging you to better yourself,
Mm-hmm.
man, that's a powerful thing, man. It truly is. And I've definitely from the start, from the beginning, ever since I've been out here, this brother has been really pushing me to be the best that I can possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
And I will definitely say that played a huge role in me taking things to the next level. And and I think that's what every brother needs. You need somebody that's gonna really hold your feet to the fire and demand you be the best version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
and especially a younger brother, because we don't really have a lot of. Because for example, like for me, I was where I was living before, I was kind of isolated. I mean, I would fellowship with brothers every now and again, but I was kind of far away from a lot of people. But when you come out and you move close to a brother, or better yet, an elder, you know what I'm saying? That's an elder to you. Um, it adds a whole nother dynamic to fellowship. It adds a whole nother dynamic to,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, what you have access to, the wealth of knowledge, um, the wisdom, you know what I'm saying? And it's very beneficial, you know what I'm saying? But when you are kind of out there by yourself and you don't have nobody to really uh, because sometimes you need to develop, especially when you're a younger man. You do need to be around somebody that can help you develop and help you grow. And when you are around that, man, I'm telling you, it ain't nothing like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because with him, the whole time it's just been straightforward. Hey, you need to go out there and get it, man. He ain't. That's all it's been about. You need to focus in on your business. You need to what I'm saying, put your best foot forward. He was giving me advice about marketing. His wife was giving me advice about marketing and stuff like that. And it was just all encouragement, genuine encouragement to be better. And that played a huge role in me getting to the point that I'm at now.
Mm-hmm.
So again, man, I can't stress it enough, man. In the environment and being around the right people that genuinely want to see you do well.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that don't have any envy or jealousy towards you, but they like actually want to see you prosper and do well. You can't lose being in an environment like that and in a situation like that. So I would encourage that for any brother out there.
And he brought up a very important statement: envy and jealousy. Don't be mad because I'm drinking this mojito tonight and you ain't. You can do it too. You can have mojito too. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, there's so many people that their heart is filled with so much envy and jealousy that they'll never get ahead because of it. Because they don't want to apply themselves. It ain't no way in Yah's green earth that I'm going to turn around and be envious or jealous of another man because he's experiencing some kind of success. It's amazing that people genuinely don't want to see you do well when you're doing well.
Yep.
And the main reason why they don't want to see you do well because they're not doing well.
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing well themselves. They're struggling themselves. They're full of. Well, there's a little bug. They're not doing well themselves. They're not doing anything themselves. They're not an example of anything. I gotta show you these messages. These people are people are deranged in their minds, brother.
What's that?
Don't say that, but look at what they say. Read that.
What in the world?
Read it close again.
Yeah, it's crazy.
These people are crazy.
It's crazy. That's confusion.
Total confusion.
That's confusion right there.
Total confusion, yo.
Yeah, that's derangement right there. What in the world? Yeah.
What kind of
I
crazy
don't
shit
think
is
people
that?
would believe it if you told them.
If I told them, if people wouldn't believe it, yo.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
I'm telling you, man, people are just gone today, man. They gone. They gone. Everybody wanted their way. Huh? And think of how is that beneficial to me?
I'm telling you, bro.
It's crazy, man.
That's the only word you could put. It's crazy. It's deranged, man. It's derangement. Like I said, the people out there, they wouldn't believe what you do. What that person just sent you. They wouldn't believe it.
No, I don't know,
They
man.
wouldn't believe it if you told them.
I wouldn't believe it. I told, especially the brothers. Y'all wouldn't believe the shit that I just now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, are you serious? You're deranged in your mind. But this this is what bioengineered food does to you. This is what genetically modified food does to the brain. This is what it does. This is what high fructose corn syrup does to the brain. This is what aspartame does to the brain. This is what fluoride that's in municipal public supply. This is what happens when you are bathing and drinking fluorinated water. You get dumb shit like this. Amazing. Like Jesse Peterson says, he said, amazing. Peace and blessings. It says, okay, let's get started. We can definitely take things. Monty West. Shalom, brother. Shabbat shalom, brother. We can definitely take things to the next level with positive communication and a true uplifting spirit. People are so against each other that it diminishes the value that they could create with one another. Yeah, because people they know genuinely that they don't bring any value to the table. So therefore you get dumb shit. You get dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens.
I'm telling you, man, social media is a big driving force behind all this kind of stuff because you know what I'm saying? Like you was mentioning earlier, like the movie Surrogates that you was talking about earlier. Like that's a prime example of what's going on, man. People are just so used to hiding behind these profile pictures and these avatars, and you know what I'm saying. And it's like they're not. A lot of people are getting to the point where they're not actually out in the real world doing things, and they're living vicariously through social media figures and all this kind of stuff. And it's like it makes you deranged. It makes you think that you are this inflated this character that you create for social media, but you really aren't. You know what I'm saying? But and again, that's the beauty of, for me, coming out here. It's like, again, all I'm focused on is my goals, building with this brother. You know what I'm saying? Other brothers that we fellowship with from time to time. That's really it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to really, because I really fear the Most High Yah, and I know this brother fears the Most High Yah, and we just trying to, you know what I'm saying, handle our business, love our brothers, and you know what I'm saying, make it into the kingdom. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. But along the way, you're gonna have to deal with calling things out for what it is, like what this brother's doing. You know what I'm saying? Speaking truth to power. That's really what this brother does. Some people may not like the way he brings it out, but he telling the truth.
And the only way that you're going to truly be able to speak truth to power is if you're free. Because see, if you are afraid of what somebody else can take from you or do to you as a direct result of what you say, you're not a free man. You are a slave to that individual. Facts. They got a spiritual gag on you.
Facts.
When you just can't let it flow. And see, there ain't not a person alive today that can gag this mouth from speaking the truth and coming forward with this truth, because nobody can't take nothing from me. Nobody can deprive me of a damn thing. And that's true. That's what real true freedom is. But that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Another sister, Ek Dog, Sect N Dog. Yeah, he deleted that. Do you make a virgin mojito? No. What the hell I need a virgin mojito for? Huh? I don't need no virgin mojito. No, I need a mojito that's packed with some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it need to be packed with alcohol. Huh?
Yeah, that's the idea.
You know what I'm saying? That's the whole idea right there. Let me show you what I just now. For the last. You want some more? You good?
Yeah, I'll get a little more.
Okay. You go ahead. But the last big project, I treated myself to something nice. Let me show you what I treated to. Give me that. Give me that box right there in the white thing right here. Oh, I tell you, man, I always wanted some of this stuff. One of my mentors loved Johnny Walker Black. I got Johnny Walker Red. I got Johnny Walker Black, and now I got this one right here. Johnny Walker Blue. I'm telling you, man, this is the good stuff, man. This is the good stuff, right? You know about Johnny Walker Blue?
Don't.
Huh?
Nope.
Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? That's Johnny Walker Blue right there. Huh? Crack this shit open on a feast day or something like that. But yeah, man. Huh? You know how much it set you back? Yes.
I can imagine that.
That's Johnny Walker Blue right there. Huh? Now I ain't got no time for no virgin mojitos. I can use a virgin though, a virgin woman, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the only kind of virgins I like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but you know what I'm saying? My liquor, you know what I'm saying? Nah, it need to be packed with the good shit. Mm. Mm. Love you, Wilma. You're a beautiful person. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I need to rest my body, my mind, and my spirit. Have me on some old a good drink tonight.
I mean, that's the whole idea of strong drink is to mellow yourself out, relax. I mean, that was the whole point of why it was created in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So it's a purpose for it.
Yeah, you come on, you come on out the day. I'll make a virgin mojito for you. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, you know. But that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? It's just about the old good old relaxation, and you know what I'm saying, helping out the bones. As I'm telling you, man, you know what happened is that I was messing around and I got that auger, that one person auger, and sometimes when you on that auger, when you drilling them holes to set them posts, you know what I'm saying? If you hit like a rock or you hit like, especially if you hit a what's the word I'm looking for? If you hit like a branch, you know what I'm saying? What it does is, you know what I'm saying? So when you holding the auger, you know what I'm saying? You drilling the hole. But if you hit, you know what I'm saying?
Get that kickback.
It get that kickback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so what happened was, you know what I'm saying? I mean, while my elbow right here, it feel a little tender, you know what I'm saying? And I can even notice when I'm swinging a hammer, I feel it. You know what I'm saying? But when I was using that auger and I was going down and I hit a branch, you know what I'm saying? I hit a root, you know what I'm saying?
You know what you when you say that
And
it
then
made me
boom.
it
You
made
know
me
what I'm
think,
saying?
hey, you glad to get back in the gym with me, man.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing. I
You
got
gotta
that.
help out with that.
I still pay that gym membership, and you know what I'm saying, I haven't been down there. And the flawed logic that I continuously uh uh tell myself is because I'm working all day, then I ain't got to work out. Because I'm working out all day, I feel like that my work is a workout in of itself, which it is. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you need to do that.
Weight training, the strength of your tendons, the strength of your
Yeah,
bones, joints, all that.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Help you
So
prevent injury and stuff.
that's what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I need to start, you know what I'm saying, going back to the gym because the logic is, and again, it's a flawed logic, and I receive and I accept it. See, I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes my logic is off. That's just the truth. But what happens is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm messing around and I'm doing that organ. It's just like boom, boom, boom. And
Yep.
so, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yep.
it just And so I know that's where it's from because I didn't have that pain before I started using that auger. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good tool to have. You know, oh, and it's a great tool to have. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like definitely it's one of them things that what I'm saying. I got to get back into the gym and just do more of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I got to, it's amazing. Americans, we got all these. I got that gym membership and should have been down there and pay it faithfully every month. That's a bill, my gym membership that I pay faithfully every month at the YMCA. Don't go down there. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it's about when you're so damn tired, man. You know what I'm saying? After a hard day's work, the last thing I'm thinking about doing.
Oh, I feel you because I'm guilty myself. I don't get in there enough myself.
You know what I'm saying?
But
He said, who you got? There's somebody saying, country and Yankee. Oh, bless you, brother Santee. So good to see you. Blessings to you and your household, your old carpool, GA sister.
oh, shalom, shalom.
So somebody used to carpool with. You know what I'm saying? You ain't telling me he was broke down and he was carpooling, you know what I'm saying, down in Georgia. You was beat down and broke down and he was carpooling.
I think that was like back in 2014. I think I was trying to remember. Yeah, it was I'm trying to remember that sister's name. Yeah. I think I know who that is.
So, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? But I definitely got to get back into the damn gym. You know what I'm saying? That's what I definitely have to do. Get back into the damn gym and put in some work, man. Um, it's just important. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's funny, Tori, she's planning all types of summer trips and Discovery Park. Your wife tell you about Discovery Park?
Yeah, she told me about it.
You go down there, and we're gonna be going down there. I think it's like $100 for 4 children and stuff. I'm telling you, man, she looks at and gets all types of damn deals. So we're gonna be doing all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing to be out in the country and raise your children and look into activities. But that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just all love. It's all beautiful.
Oh yeah, Sister Charmaine. I think that's Sister Charmaine.
Okay. All right. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got a funny feeling. I'm gonna be going out to Georgia soon. I'm telling you, man, the spirit is on me. I'm telling you, spirit prophecy is on me. I just got a funny feeling that thing's just gonna be flipping the script. But I tell you, man. When I tell you, man, they come out of they coming out of the damn woodworks, man. I'm telling you, man, they coming out of the woodworks. But that's what it's about. But anything else, you know what I'm saying, you had on your heart, on your spirit, brother, that you wanted to say before we tap out and take it down for the night and enjoy my Sabbath. I'm gonna sleep long and hard tomorrow. I got the sheep in the back, so they can't get out, and they got water. And you gotta take some eggs. We got so much damn eggs. You gotta take some eggs. You eat eggs, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll gladly take some.
We got so much eggs. I'm telling you, we thinking about having an egg fight. That's how much eggs we got going on. We can throw eggs at one another at this point in time. And then organic eggs. Now, organic eggs going for like $5 a dozen. You know what I'm saying, in the stores.
Well, I mean, only thing I got to say, man, I always say, I just wish everybody well, wherever they are, whatever level you on, whatever stage you at in your walk. I just wish everybody well. I just pray that everybody asks Most High Yah to give them courage and the wisdom and discernment to make sound decisions, even if they're hard decisions. You know, whatever decisions need to be made to help you get to the next level in your walk, physically, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Just I just pray you take those steps, because you know what I'm saying. If you don't take those steps, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you know what I'm saying, could be, bad off. So, I just wish everybody well, and I just pray again, everybody makes those choices and decisions they need to make, get in the right environment, get around the right people. And so you can grow and get to the next level and ultimately make it into the kingdom. So that's all I got.
All right, but we're gonna shut it down. We don't ran our miles enough. I'm gonna sleep hard and I'm gonna sleep long. And I'm gonna lay up. I ain't doing shit tomorrow, as I typically don't do. No, as a matter of fact, I got to water the garden. That's one thing we got to do always, just water the garden. But after that, I'm gonna take it down and we're gonna relax. And as a matter of fact, next time, you know what I'm saying, if it get dark out, we may do the next video out in the rose garden. We got the nice lights and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the lights and stuff, you know what I'm saying? We can eat dinner out in the rose, you know what I'm saying, out in the front garden and stuff. That's gonna be pretty nice, gonna be pretty cool. We can just
that'd be good.
set up shop out there and just do a live stream from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing like a man of class, elegance, and style. Yeah. But we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. But we appreciate you tuning in tonight, listening to what we had to say and fellowshipping with us. Um, Stay encouraged, and we definitely will be back next week. Um, you have a blessed week and a blessed Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
All right.